Right, let's get one thing straight. Every now and then a vehicle comes along that makes you sit up. Not because it's got a V12 or can do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. No, sometimes it's because it's just clever. And that, my friends, is what we're hearing about the new 2025 Tata Winger 9-seater. The whispers in the motoring world are turning into a proper roar. People are genuinely excited, and frankly, so am I. It's not a supercar, it's not a luxury saloon, but it promises to shake things up in a way that's genuinely important for everyday transport. Tata Motors, they've been beavering away, trying to crack the code for a vehicle that's part minivan, part workhorse, and dare I say it, part auto rickshaw in its sheer utility. The concept is simple but brilliant. Take the practicality of a van, the people-carrying capacity of a small bus, and make it affordable and easy to run. The new Winger 9-seater aims to be precisely that. It's designed for the bustling city streets and the challenging rural tracks, a proper all-rounder. Let's dive in and see if this new Winger really is the revolution it's cracked up to be. Now let's talk about what really sets this Winger apart: space, and lots of it. Tata calls it a 9-seater, and they're not kidding. This isn't one of those 7 seats if 2 of them are borrowers situations. We're talking proper adult-sized accommodation for 9 individuals. This is a massive deal for urban transport. Imagine the efficiency for shared rides, for company shuttles, or even for larger families who've outgrown their people carrier. The clever design maximizes interior volume without making the Winger feel like a cumbersome lorry on the outside. It's a smart bit of packaging that. The exterior styling has also had a good going over. It looks modern, purposeful, and dare I say, quite neat. The lines are clean and it has a friendly face, which is important if you're going to be ferrying people around all day. Tata seems to have understood this, giving it a contemporary aesthetic that should blend in well in city environments while still looking tough enough for rural duties. Inside, the layout is where the magic truly happens. The focus is clearly on maximizing passenger capacity without making everyone feel like sardines in a tin. This is crucial for both city routes and longer rural journeys where comfort becomes paramount. Under the bonnet, or rather, under the front seats in this sort of layout, is where the heart of the Winger beats. And Tata is offering choices, which is always a good thing. We're expecting robust diesel options known for their torque and durability, perfect for hauling a full load of 9 passengers and their bits and bobs, especially on longer routes or hilly terrain. Diesel engines are the workhorses of the commercial vehicle world for a reason. They just keep on going. And for a vehicle like the Winger, reliability is absolutely paramount. But Tata isn't stuck in the past. They're also offering a CNG option. For urban operators, CNG means significantly lower running costs and, crucially, lower emissions. With cities getting stricter about pollution, a CNG-powered Winger could be a golden ticket. The mileage figures for both diesel and CNG are expected to be very competitive. Tata knows that fuel efficiency is a massive selling point for commercial operators. Performance isn't about blistering acceleration here, it's about dependable pulling power. The engines will be tuned to provide good low-end grunt, essential for city driving with frequent stops and starts, and for maintaining momentum when fully laden. The focus on low emissions, particularly with the CNG variant, is a significant step forward. Right, let's talk comfort. Because if you're going to spend your day driving one of these, or indeed being driven in one, you don't want to feel like you've gone 10 rounds with a cement mixer. Tata seems to have put some proper thought into the interior of the 2025 Winger. We're hearing about ergonomic seating, which is a fancy way of saying the seats are actually shaped for human beings. This is crucial for both the driver, who might be behind the wheel for hours on end, and for the passengers, who deserve a pleasant journey, whether it's a short hop across town or a longer rural trek. Headroom and legroom are reportedly generous. This is a big plus. There's nothing worse than being crammed into a vehicle with your knees around your ears and your head brushing the ceiling. The Winger's van-like proportions naturally lend themselves to a spacious interior, and Tata appears to have capitalized on this. For a 9-seater, ensuring everyone has adequate personal space is key to a comfortable experience. This makes it a much more attractive proposition for passengers, which in turn is good for business if you're running a transport service. Section 5, Stopping Power and Smooth Ride Safety First, chaps. Now carrying 9 people is a serious responsibility. So safety cannot be an afterthought, it has to be baked into the very design of the vehicle. And it seems Tata has taken this to heart with the 2025 Winger. One of the most significant upgrades we're expecting is the inclusion of seatbelts for all passengers. This might sound basic, but in this category of vehicle, it's not always standard, especially in older models. Making sure everyone is buckled up is a fundamental aspect of passenger safety, and it's good to see Tata prioritizing this. Then there's the suspension. A vehicle designed for both smooth city tarmac and potentially bumpy rural roads needs a suspension system that can cope with both. The new Winger is expected to feature an improved suspension setup. This isn't just about comfort, it's also about stability and handling. A better suspension means the vehicle stays more planted on the road, especially when cornering or dealing with unexpected potholes. Section 6. Kind to your wallet pricing and keeping it running. Alright, let's talk brass tacks. A vehicle can have all the bells and whistles in the world, but if it costs an arm and a leg, it's no good to the people who actually need it for their business. The 2025 Tata Winger 9-seater is expected to be priced very competitively. Tata has always been good at delivering value for money, and this new Winger should be no exception. We're anticipating a price point that makes it an attractive proposition for fleet owners, small transport businesses, and even larger families looking for a cost-effective people mover. The value proposition doesn't just end with the sticker price. Low maintenance costs are a huge factor for commercial vehicles. Downtime means lost revenue, so a vehicle that's easy and affordable to keep on the road is worth its weight in gold. Tata vehicles are generally known for their relatively simple mechanicals and the wide availability of spare parts at reasonable prices. Section 7. The Winger at Work. A van for all reasons. The true measure of a vehicle like the 2025 Tata Winger 9-seater isn't just its specifications but how it performs in the real world, fulfilling diverse transport needs. Consider its application as a school van. Safety, reliability, and capacity are paramount here. The Winger, with its 9 seats, seatbelts for all, and expected robust build, is perfectly suited for safely ferrying children to and from school. The ease of ingress and egress coupled with potentially low running costs makes it an ideal choice for educational institutions or private operators serving this vital sector. Then there's the urban shuttle market. Cities are crying out for efficient ways to move people, reducing congestion and reliance on single-occupancy vehicles. The Winger 9-seater can be a brilliant solution for employee transport, airport shuttles, or even last-mile connectivity from metro stations. Its relatively compact footprint for a 9-seater means it can navigate city streets more easily than a larger bus. Section 8. Beating the usual suspects. Winger versus the rest. Now, the Tata Winger isn't entering an empty arena. There are other players in this space, vehicles like the Force Trax and the Mahindra Supro. So how does the new Winger plan to elbow its way to the front? Well, it seems Tata has done its homework and is aiming to offer a package that trumps the competition in several key areas. One of the most obvious is the dedicated 9-seater configuration, which is often more spacious and better thought out than some competitors that might offer similar capacity but with less passenger comfort or a more compromised layout. Compared to something like the Force Trax, which is known for its ruggedness, the Winger might offer a more refined ride and a more modern interior, making it more appealing for urban shuttle services or school runs where comfort is a higher priority. Furthermore, the availability of a factory-fitted CNG option gives the Winger a distinct advantage in cities focused on reducing emissions and fuel costs, an area where some traditional competitors might lag. Against the Mahindra Supro van, which is a smaller vehicle, the Winger's primary advantage is sheer space and capacity. Section 9. Get ready. Britain, launch, final thoughts and your say. So the big question on everyone's lips, when can we actually get our hands on this new Tata Winger 9-seater? Well, Tata Motors is keeping the exact date close to its chest, as manufacturers tend to do. However, the buzz suggests an official launch sometime in the latter half of 2025, or perhaps spilling into early 2026. We're all eagerly awaiting the official announcement and, more importantly, the chance to see it on the roads, doing what it's designed to do. In summary, the 2025 Tata Winger 9-seater looks set to be a genuinely reliable and practical choice for anyone needing to move up to 9 people efficiently and affordably. Its blend of spaciousness, engine options including the crucial CNG variant, enhanced comfort, and upgraded safety features makes it a compelling proposition. It's not trying to be a flashy status symbol, it's a workhorse designed to deliver tangible benefits to its owners and passengers. For fleet expansion, for new transport ventures, or for upgrading an existing fleet, the Winger ticks an awful lot of important boxes. The impact this vehicle could have on urban and rural transport shouldn't be underestimated. By providing a cost-effective, higher-capacity option, it can help reduce the number of vehicles on the road, ease congestion, and provide more accessible transport solutions for communities. And now over to you. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Tata Winger 9-seater? Does it sound like the kind of vehicle your business or even your community could benefit from? Pop your comments below and let's get a proper discussion going.